Hello everyone, welcome back to Best Car Breaks, and today, I've been doing so many reviews recently, I decided to really do something different, and today, I'm really thinking of different things to do here, because just reviews is definitely not going to cut it. So today I picked out 10 minifigures that I think are probably within my 10 favorite minifigures that I own. Of course, this was not like a I did not really think about this too much. I just kind of looked around in my shelves and just grabbed 10. This is also no particular order, but I'd say this is a pretty good list that's probably pretty accurate to me. So if you do end up enjoying the video, please feel free to leave a like, and if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. Lots and lots of Lego content on my channel, and let's get into the list. Alright, so I think I might have just accidentally said this was a list. This is not. This is just a collection of likely entries to the list. So starting off with no particular order, it is a green Mandalorian from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I love the female Mandalorian helmet design. I think it looks great. So having her in green and the contrasting with the dark blue just looks really cool. I love her helmet. I'm not going to go too incredibly in depth with these minifigs, as all of them are in sets I'm going to be reviewing at some point. So yeah, I just love her a lot. I love the contrast of her. I just love Mandalorians. I've loved them even before the Mandalorian TV show come out. So she was automatically a likely contestant, especially the contrast with all of her colors. I just love her looks. So next is a Dark Trooper. This is from, not a Shadow Trooper, not a Dark Trooper. He is from the I believe to be, what is it called? The Dark Troopers Battle Pack. I'm currently reorganizing, so the box is not where it normally would be, so I can't really look at the name right now. But I think that this guy is super unique. I will just quickly remove his helmet just so you can see his torso a little bit better. So you can see just how they applied how they just applied some of that. He's just super unique. He's in a really cool color for his body. Overall, this is a super unique and a very cool looking minifig, and I'm super happy to have two of them in my collection, as you get two in the battle pack. And yeah. Alright, so the next size is Phase 1 Arc Trooper. He came in one, and at the clone troop, in a clone trooper battle pack along with two commando droids, him and an ARF trooper, and this guy just is not only super unique, but just looks really good. I believe that is an exclusive helmet mold for him, is looking very nice. He has toe printing for the time, quite uncommon for clone troopers. He has two cloth pieces, a nice backpack, dual wielding pistols. I love the color scheme. Overall, this is just a really nice fig, and I hope Lego makes a couple more of these guys in the future, as this is the only ARC Trooper ever to be made. Alright, so next is definitely a little bit of a strange one. This is Kai ZX. Now, I used to love Ninjago when I was little. I stopped watching the show. It kind of bored me as the seasons went on, but the first the first two or three still have a place in my heart. And when I was little, this minifig was my favorite minifigure. In fact, yeah, he even has playwear when I was a kid, and this guy is just super nostalgic for me. Kai was my favorite character in the show, and I still think that this minifig looks very good. The gold and the red contrast very nicely, and overall, this is just a cool figure, very nostalgic, and that's why it got on the list. Alright, so next is another Stormtrooper. This is the Minbin Stormtrooper. The TIE Fighter is one of my favorite sets that I own. And this guy is my favorite minifig in the set, because he's just super detailed. He has that unique helmet mold. He's toe printing, hip printing. He has all the printing you could want. And this guy just looks super detailed. He fits the character that they're trying to depict very well. Minbin hardly got anything based off it, only a couple of minifigs. So he's very unique in that sense. Having a gray Stormtrooper is awesome. With all that camouflage is even better. This guy just looks super cool in my opinion. Alright, so this is the last Stormtrooper on the list, but this is the first Stormtrooper ever to be made. And I love vintage, I love vintage Lego. So this guy got on the list. You know, I hit that mustache misprint on him is unbelievably hilarious. And it really just adds to the fig. I'm not really sad about it. This guy is just like truly a great relic of Lego history. Stormtroopers are such a controversial and just such a big thing in Lego Star Wars. This just being the first one is just pretty cool to me, so I'm very happy to have him. I would have expected this one either, but this is the Demogorgon from the Stranger Things The Upside Down set. This guy is super detailed. This guy is one of my favorite figures, definitely. He has that awesome leg mold. He has this super unique, amazing headpiece, and of course I'll go more in depth on all of these minifigs when I go into that, when I review their sets. But he has that really cool claw piece. Overall, this it not only depicts the character really well, it looks terrifying like in the TV show, and overall I'm super pleased to have this minifig. Alright, so this is a Horn Squad trooper. I used to have the set when I used to have the set that he came out in when I was a kid, so not only does it add some nostalgic value for me, of course this is not the one that I had, this guy's in new condition, but this guy just has very unique markings on him, and he, you know, I might actually like Phase 1 Clone Troopers better than Phase 2, it's a very tough decision for me on which one I like better. But this guy just looks really cool. I definitely have more Phase 2s than Phase 1, so I'm happy with any Phase 1. And the interesting markings on this guy just really add to him. And that's why he's on this list. This may also be a surprise, especially considering this is one of the least detailed minifigs in my collection, only having 2 prints on the chest and on the eyes. But this is not only my very first truly classic Lego Space minifig, he's quickly become one of my favorite minifigs, period. Probably in the top 3 of my favorite minifigures, if not second. And this guy, there's just always been something about classic space minifigs. Like, I don't know. Like, somehow this guy, of course, this is all my opinion, but somehow this guy, this, you know, solid colored guy of 2 printing, is just so cool, especially considering some of the extraordinarily detailed Star Wars figures that Lego have been coming out with. You know, this guy, it's cool, you know, there's something about it. He's very unique, you know. Classic Space was just, I'm definitely gonna do a video on probably why I like Classic Space and why I might compare it to Star Wars, and there's just always been something about Classic Space. This guy is just very cool, and you know, the set that he was in is already out there, so make sure you watch the review. Classic Space is just such an interesting and unique theme in Lego. Alright, so this is my favorite minifigure, period. This is not an original, because he's not in the old gray. I do have one in the old gray. This is an original Boba Fett from my 2006 Jabba sail barge. That sail barge was just about the set that got me in, that transitioned me from, of course, using Lego as toys from collecting, to doing collecting. So this minifig really, really, you know, really kind of helps show that transition for me. And I love Mandos. Boba Fett is my favorite character from Star Wars. So, you know, this guy is just, there would be a Boba Fett on this list no matter what, and this guy, the uniqueness about him, like this mold on him, because, you know, the unique mold for his helmet and his jetpack is just so cool. Like, it's kind of like the classic space guy in a sense. This guy's very plain, especially compared to modern Boba Fett figures. Very simple, but there's just something about him, and that's going to be all for today's video. This guy's my favorite, and just to do a quick recap, I also chose the green Mandalorian. I chose her from the Mandalorian Battle Pack, the ARC Trooper from one of the from one of the Clone Trooper battle packs, the Shadow Trooper from the Shadow Trooper battle pack, a Orange Squad Trooper from the Clone Troopers battle packs, Kai ZX from Kai's Blade Cycle, Stormtrooper from, what is it, Final Defense, I think it's 1 or 2, Final Defense 2, I think it is, Yellow Classic Space Guy from Crater Crawler, Minbin Stormtrooper from TIE Fighter, Demogorgon from Stranger Things The Upside Down, and Boba Fett from Jabba's Sail Barge. Hope you did up enjoying this video. If you have a favorite Lego figure, please feel free to let me know. It's always very interesting to hear about this, since everyone has a different view on what their favorite Lego minifig is. So please feel free to tell me in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.